Okay, so I left the room with the card players. He left with his money intact and his dignity intact. Rastan, I'm just gonna break it down to you. He left, and they said he can go east or west. There's a dead end east, so he went. Let me put it like this; it makes more sense. He went east, and he was searching for any secret doors or passageways, and he didn't find any. But he turned around and he saw. I did an immersion roll actually for dried blood. So he saw some dried blood at the end of it, which is fitting because here comes a wandering monster. Now, I'll read this section for you. And let's see what it says here. They also told me to note passage number if I defeat them and come back to it. So here we go. You can see that your tappings and scrapings at the rocks, at the rock face, as you search for secret doors and passageways, resound through the dungeon corridors. Various creatures roam freely through the underworld, and your noises have just attracted the attentions of the following monsters. Roll one die, consult the table below and over to find out what he has come to investigate. Fight the creature as normal. Wandering monsters never carry any treasure. If you defeat this monster, return to the reference you have noted, which I believe is 291, that number, and gives you the list here. I thought for a second I was going to have to fight all of them. Then actually it'd be more of a challenge for Rastan, but the troll is the hardest one. It's got an 8 skill. So let's see what happens. My zoom isn't working. Let's see here. Red for wandering monster. And it's a 6. I was wondering if it was going to be a 6. He has to fight a troll, which is the hardest one on the list. Which is fine. I believe I actually have a troll token. So, let's get it on. So, let's see here. I'll bookmark that page. I know I have a token. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see if I can find it. If I can't find it right away, I'll just use an unknown token, but sometimes these are easy to find. Sometimes not. There we go. I found one. It's not green, but it's gray. So what's neat is that I colored these enemies different colors to indicate they might be different. Might have different abilities, might be stronger or weaker. Gray troll. So here we go. I'm going to use these dice. Let's see if I have any for the creatures. I don't. Let's see. No, I don't have any for the creatures with me. So I'm going to have to use the same dice. So here we go. Again, Rastan's skill is 15. No, actually, his new total is 19. 19. So he's got considerable skill. And it's been a little while. Just want to go over combat rules real quick, just to make sure doing things right. And 2 dice for the creature, add its skill score. 2 dice for yourself, add the current skill. Okay. So, again, you go first. Or he goes first, Rastan. Alright. So he's got a 19. Oh, wait a minute. Let me double check here. Actually, I screwed that up. His luck is 19. His skill is 15. So I gotta make sure I'm not mixing things up. I'm looking at the card here. Whew. So it's actually 15. 20, still high. Let's see, 22. Okay, so the troll is gonna go 8. All right, so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, it gets close, but no cigar. Rastan does damage and springs the sword swooping down onto the troll's shoulder. And I'm gonna make sure. Let's see, the troll has how many hit points? It's only got 4 hit points. So this is going to be actually quite easy. Big surprise. So that's the troll this time. This is stamina. Okay. Rastan goes for a piercing to the stomach. Piercing move to the stomach of the troll after it swung wildly. 15 plus 5 is 20. He has 8. Ooh. It's close, getting close again. 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's close. But Rastan's a more skilled warrior, and he pierces through the stomach of this vile, stinky creature. And it goes, ah! It screams horribly, and it collapses to the ground. Now, he's heard tales about these trolls, and he's heard from his barbarian brethren that they can regenerate, so unless you decapitate the head. And so Rastan swings, brings the sword down, and decapitates the troll head and kicks it away from the rest of its body towards the corner of the dead end. It is no more. So, what happens next? Well, he goes to, and I jotted it down, entry 291. 291 to see what happens next. I'm just going to save you the page flipping, because I can't squeeze it in there. 291. Alright, there we go. You are standing in the middle of an east-west corridor. To the east is a dead end, where you can investigate, turning to 315. To the west is a familiar junction. That's interesting. It just brings you back to where, to where I was. So I didn't win any treasure. It just brings me back to here. So, okay, so I can't go east. I just fought a creature. I didn't get any kind of reward I thought I would. So let's go back west. At the west, so go to 52. right, now it brings us to this junction. Now, I might listen to what they're saying about the maze, the people in the card room. It might apply to this. You're standing at a T-junction. where a passage to the east comes off a north-south corridor. Go south, check for passages on the way southwards. Check for passages on the way southwards, turn 362. And go north, check for secret passages, or go east, which is what I came from, 291. So it's good to keep track of these number entries, which ones are familiar, and which ones aren't. So I'm gonna go do some playing here, and then I'll get back to you if something interesting happens. All right. So keep solo questing. Don't run into any trolls.